What was the first war that Muhammad waged? Which war was that? Yeah, Badr. Yeah, was that an offensive or a defensive war? How was he? What was he defending? Why?
Do you know why he did that?
Why?
To spread the Islam.
Okay, so you're saying that Islam is spread by the sword? Yes.
Yes.
Thank you for your
Yes.
truth. That is the truth. Last time you said that Muslims should be doing jihad.
Blood
You went to
of
Shamsi.
Jesus.
He said no. You were arguing with Shamsi about doing jihad. What were you arguing about?
None of your
We have to
business.
defend ourselves. We need to defend ourselves.
No, who is attacking you?
Anybody who's attacking
Okay, what
us,
about Yemen? Who's attacking Yemen?
sometimes we attack each other. So
Who are you going to be taking sides of?
we have anybody. You know, Muslims sometimes could be the oppressors. You know. So
Okay.
we have to stop the Muslims sometimes.
So whose side? No, who's doing jihad? Yemenis are
That's a
doing
very
jihad?
long
Or
topic.
the
That's
Saudis are doing
very,
jihad?
very complicated for you.
Or very complicated.
You're outsider. You're outsider. You won't know. You know
No,
these
because
things.
you're talking about jihad. Yemenis are doing jihad on their side.
Okay.
Saudis are doing jihad on
Our
their side.
jihad is not good for you. You need to do your own jihad.
Look, the problem is
Sit
Islam
down on
has
foot.
just one jihad,
Because
that
you-
is to go and conquer others. And now they're failing to do that. Why don't the Muslims go and conquer? Because they can't do it anymore.
Hands on fire.
Why is it that you Muslims are supposed to be doing? You were last video you made. You said we are supposed to be doing jihad. Right?
I was talking generally. Yeah.
What did you mean by that?
I mean, we are, how many times do I need to say this? To defend ourselves. Defend ourselves.
Okay, do defend. Did in the history of Islam, did Muhammad listen? Listen. Did Muhammad defend himself against the Khyber, the tribe in Khyber? Was that an offense or was that a defensive war? How many wars in Islam are offensive and how many?
Talk to the camera.
I'm talking to you, right?
Talk to the camera.
How many wars in jihad in Islam were offensive and how many of them were defensive?
You have too many questions.
No. I have one question about jihad.
my dear.
None of the jihad
You,
wars.
you just repeat your questions
No,
all
I'm
the
not.
time.
I'm asking you. You said we only do it for defense.
I told you
and I
about
said
this.
there is no defensive wars in Islam.
something about
You have
Islam.
never done. Islam has always done offensive wars.
Hello, brother. Hello.
No, you are the one. No, I don't want to talk to you.
Why not?
No,
Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
I don't want to talk to you.
You scared
Let me
them?
No, I'm scared of him. Yeah, I'm scared of you. I'm scared of you.
Talk.
Look at you. I'm scared of you.
I know you. I know you.
Come on, man.
I know you.
Everybody's respectful to me. Yeah.
I know you.
You are. I am. You're putting this. Did you take my permission to film me?
I don't need to.
Okay.
Corner.
All right. Then why don't
If you
you?
don't want to be filmed, leave the park.
Okay, fine.
Leave the park.
All right. You want to be
Leave
in
the
Speaker's
park.
Corner? You want to? You want
Leave
to
the
talk
park.
to me?
Leave the park.
You want to talk to me?
Leave the park.
Tell me, are you
Go
Muslim?
and leave
Are
the
you
park. It's
Muslim?
none of your business.
Oh, none of my business.
None of your business.
Oh, really?
Thank
You don't want to be filmed, just leave.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Go and
on
leave.
film all the time.
Go and leave.
Okay. Listen.
Go and leave.
On your. Listen.
Hey.
What?
Hey.
What?
Don't.
Why
Do not get violent
Do
with
not
me.
put that in my face.
Do not get violent with me.
I'm telling you, don't put that in my face.
Do not get violent.
Do not put that in my face.
Do not get violent.
Do not put that in my face.
I will protect myself.
I will
let's
protect
stop,
myself
let's
too.
stop.
Don't bring that in my face.
I will protect myself.
I will protect myself too.
Go away.
You go away.
Stop causing trouble.
Stop causing the camera.
Go away, you witch.
Go
away.
Get away.
Go away, you witch.
What is your medication?
go away.
Go get your medication.
So tell me about
Go
Muhammad.
away.
Tell me about
Go away,
Muhammad.
Christian.
Did he ever? Okay.
Go away,
tell me,
Christian. Mass
did
murderer.
Muhammad ever
You are
commit
part
any
of a clan who are mass
non-offensive
murderers.
wars? What were the
You belong
Muhammad's
to a clan
non-offensive
of mass
wars?
murderers.
What about jihad?
You
Muhammad
belong to
non-offensive
get
jihad.
out. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Why? Okay, tell me. What did Muhammad do any non-offensive jihad? Defensive jihad is defensive war, right?
You don't need to. Don't answer him.
I don't need to answer.
Oh yeah, right. None of the Muslims here want to answer because they can't defend their faith.
Of course you can.
That's what they are.
He's a rubber.
The guys here
He's a rubber.
talk about, we just do
came from Pakistan.
defensive jihad. You don't do jihad.
You ask.
Did Muhammad do defensive or offensive?
Listen.
Answer the question.
you
Answer
ask
the
questions.
question.
Nah.
Okay.
you ask-
All right.
you ask
So
questions.
none of the
You
Muslims can answer the question.
Nobody.
This big guy here,
Hey.
he's putting his
Hey,
camera
hey,
in your
hey.
face.
Yeah.
You're coming towards the camera.
You're putting your
You're-
camera in your face.
Oh my God.
Did your get away? Yeah, stay over there.
Hey.
Don't come near me. Don't come near me. You see? He's being offensive, getting in my face. You were standing there. Why did you move up here?
I moved.
Why? Why?
I moved. I gave
Why?
you a bit of room.
No, you're invading my privacy. You're coming in my private space.
This is speaker's
Get away
corner.
from me. Stay away.
This is speaker's
Okay,
corner.
so at the speaker's corner, there's a bunch of Muslims here. None of them have the answer to did Muhammad ever have a war that was not offensive, was a defensive war? Show me Muhammad's defensive war. Okay, you're
Speaker's corner.
yeah.
Not
So,
Christian corner.
show me Muhammad had
This is
defensive.
speaker's corner.
Show me the
you're
defensive
asking-
wars.
Banu Qurayza.
Christian corner.
Banu Qurayza.
There you go. Where was it? Where was it?
Medina, when they went to Medina, the coalition army.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was defensive when the trench, above the trench.
Sorry, could you come over here? I can't hear you.
The battle of the trench.
Sorry?
The battle of the trench. That
Yeah,
was
what about the
defensive.
Battle of the Trench?
The
Who was invading? Okay, on the Battle of the Trench, who was invading who?
The Quraysh was invading Medina. They were trying to invade Medina and they brought a trench.
Okay, why were they doing that? Why?
I don't know. They don't know.
Okay, you don't know. Okay, the first, what was the first war that was in Islam? What was the first war?
Don't listen to him. He's talking
Huh?
rubbish.
And what was happening in the Battle of Badr?
Don't listen to him.
Why you, they won't let it. Okay, Badr, tell me about Badr. Who was invading who in Badr? Who invaded who in Badr?
He's not
They
a
fought at the same place.
Who?
They both came to the same place.
No. But who was the one who went on the offensive? Who was defensive? Who was offensive? That's what I meant.
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know? Okay. So the first war. You tell me, what was the first war that Muhammad
You're
waged?
asking questions that have been already answered. You know,
who
on
said they've
YouTube,
been
yeah,
already
new
answered?
channel, you man.
Who said they were already answered?
They
Do you
are
know
all
what
answered.
question?
They are
You don't even know what question I'm asking. But how do you know what?
Stop the cap, man.
Okay, so any Muslim can answer the question. What was the first war that Muhammad had? Badr. Do you know who invading who? The first war was when he came back from Medina and invaded Mecca. His Quraysh tribe. So, is that true? The question is, what was the first war that Muhammad waged? Which war was that? Yeah, Badr.
Yeah.
Yeah? That was when he returned from Medina back to Mecca, right? Okay. Was that an offensive or a defensive war? How was he? What was he defending?
He was in Mecca all his life.
Wait. No. He went. How long was he in Mecca? And then how long was he in Medina when he came back? How long was he in Medina? You don't know. 10 years. Come on, man. Know your faith. At least you know Islam. So he came back with an army because they kicked him out because of what he was preaching. Nobody was following him. They said, leave. He left and went over there. Then came back. So the first war that Muhammad waged was an offensive war. Jihad is offensive war. Muhammad,
They forced him to leave. They killed the Muslims. They killed the Muslims. They forced them to
I can't hear you, bro.
They forced the Muslims to leave Mecca. They killed Muslims.
Mecca. No. Yeah. Why did they tell it? No, they forced him to leave. But why did they force him to leave?
Because of what he was preaching.
Sorry?
They didn't like what he was preaching.
Yes, because they didn't believe him, right?
Yeah.
How long was he? Okay. How long was he preaching? Sorry, I'm talking to him. Let me talk to him. How long was he preaching in Mecca before he left? How long?
I'm not sure.
How long?
I'm not sure.
Any Muslim know how long was Muhammad preaching in Mecca before he went to Medina? How many years? 13 years. 13 years.
Yep.
Very good. Learn your religion. I know the answer, but the thing is, you guys talk about Islam like you know Islam. Only one person knows. He was there for 13 years preaching Islam. How many people followed him in this 13 years?
Am I meant to know a specific number?
Huh?
Am I meant to know a specific number?
No. Give me a rough number. 10, 20, 100,000. Any number.
I don't know.
Okay. 72 or 73 people.
Which one?
In Mecca, when he was preaching for 13 years, how many people were following him after 13 years?
Many people. We don't know. So many
70,
people.
no, 72. No. 72 people. Show me. Okay, if you say a lot, show me how many.
That's before he traveled to Medina.
That's right, ma'am. Please listen. He traveled to Medina because they rejected him in Mecca. For 13 years, he was trying to preach Islam.
All the people live in Medina. They
Follow
welcome him. They welcome Muhammad.
Please, what I'm asking is, why did he leave Mecca, where he preached for 13 years. No. They weren't killing. They could have killed him. Why did he leave? Because nobody was converting. They were saying, you better stop doing what you're doing. So if he could not convert all these people, how did he become successful? Listen, the success of Muhammad, lady, the point is the success Muhammad became successful not from his preaching, but from when he came back with an army from Medina and conquered them by force. Okay? That is what I'm talking about. That's called jihad.
Okay.
That is an offensive jihad. It's not, because when I ask Muslims, they say, oh, we do, passive jihad. What is that? Oh, I go to the gym, I get up in the morning and I go to do this and that. That's my jihad. I'm like, no, there is no jihad like that in the Quran. Where is a passive jihad mentioned in the Quran? When you talk about passive war, or defensive war rather, there is no defensive war in Islam. Muhammad never had a defensive war. These are all offensive wars. Like Sassanid Empire, the Byzantine Empire, were they invading Arabia? Did the Sassanids invade? Did the Byzantine invade? Who invaded who? It was the Islamic armies that invaded those countries. Why?
Do you know why he did that?
Why? Tell me.
To spread the Islam.
Okay, so you're saying that Islam is spread by the sword? Yes.
Yes.
Thank you for your
Yes.
truth. That is the truth.
Okay.
Thank you.
No. Yes.
No, it's not true.
I really need to know why are you asking all these questions first?
No, you said it's not true, my friend. Here's a Muslim. He gave us an honest answer.
No, he didn't.
He did not. You say it was not spread by the sword. Why do you say it was not spread by the sword?
It wasn't true. They had the choice, okay? If they want to be Muslims, to be Muslims. If they don't want to be a Muslim, not to be a Muslim, but pay the tax.
Okay, all right. Thank you for answering that.
Yeah,
I thank you.
but no one was
It's
forced.
Jesus who said, sell everything and buy sword.
Nobody was
Yeah?
forced to be Muslim.
Nobody.
No.
So in the
they were not
Sassanid.
forced.
Okay.
They were not forced. They conquered a lot of land. They gave them the option. If they want to join, you can join. If you don't want to join, you have to pay jizya.
Okay.
Okay.
Why do you have to pay jizya?
Why? Because they created a city made on rules. People, yeah, like here, you have a government take tax from you. Why are you paying tax?
This is why I come here, because it's really
why you
Islam
paying
is
tax?
just.
Okay, why are you paying tax?
What was the first jizya? How much was the first jizya? No, it's in your book. It's about no. It's Khaybar. Okay. Listen. What in Khaybar? When he
Forget about Khaybar.
why do we forget about Khaybar? What was the jizya on the Khaybar tribe of the? Okay, listen to the question. Listen to the question. What was the jizya on Khaybar after they conquered Khaybar? What was the amount of jizya? There's a big point because it shows that you're not being honest. That's what it shows. I'll show you how. It was 50%. 50%.
Forget about Jesus.
50%. Yeah,
Like jizya
50%.
for
Yeah,
50%?
of their crops.
No,
No, in Khaybar.
No.
Lady, in Khaybar.
You making facts that does not exist. You're
Okay.
just making
Do me a favor. Go and look up Khaybar jizya. Khaybar jizya. Find out. Percentage. 50% crops Khaybar jizya. Okay.
Are you a Christian?
Yeah.
Are you a Christian?
yeah.
Are you a Christian?
Yeah.
So, are you sure you're Christian?
Boy, do you have a question?
No, me ask you, are you sure you're Christian?
for 1 year for the visa.
Are you sure you're Christian?
Why?
Because I don't think you are.
Why?
Because